So there's going to be another Star Wars trilogy, apparently.
Okay.
Oh man.
Nick, this is 6 Star Wars trilogies that we're supposed to get?
Yeah. Because we're still getting the Ryan Johnson one at some point. So
Dan and Dave one.
yeah.
Hmm.
Simon Kinberg. Dude, let me give you some advice. Run. Run.
Well,
Because
yeah,
I guarantee you, even if he's trying to, well, I'll wait. Go get into the article, Nate.
Oh yeah, well, it's not. So it's an exclusive to Deadline. There's not a whole lot of information really. They just say exclusive. Lucasfilm has closed the deal with Simon Kinberg to develop a trilogy of Star Wars films. Kimberg will write the trio and produce them with Lucasfilm chief Kathleen Kennedy. Deadline heard that this will comprise of episodes 10 to 12 of the Skywalker saga that began with George Lucas.
Skywalkers are dead, all of them.
So they are actually doing Skywalker saga, apparently, yeah. Insiders have disputed the intel that Kimberg will continue that storyline, saying this will instead begin a new saga and sit alongside Star Wars percolating projects with James Mangold, Sharmina Obaid-Chinoy, Taika Waititi, and Donald Glover. As usual, Lucasfilm and Disney are not commenting. There's a few things that are interesting about this, right? One, Deadline is very, very confident in this, that they've released something which is still a rumor. But even though other people have said that they disagree with it, which is not something mainstream media normally does. Normally, they will release something which they know clear cut kind of what's happening. But they're releasing something here which they're admitting other people have disputed, which is quite an unusual turn of events for Deadline, actually. But Simon Kinberg's shit. He's not very good at all. He's crap. Like, I don't think he's very good with really anything, to be fair. He was a writer and a producer, but he didn't really do anything. He's not really done anything of note, really, ever. I think what was his one of his directorial debuts was at the Dark Phoenix, if I remember rightly, and that was garbage,
which was terrible. Yep.
Let me have a look. Simon Kinberg.
Can anyone tell me? Can Deadline tell me what happened with Stephen Knight? Does anybody know what happened? What wasn't he supposed to be writing these films?
Yeah, so his film directorial debut was X-Men: The Dark Phoenix. Yeah, which was garbage.
Terrible.
So yeah, what I was going to say before I hand it over to you guys was, is there an earnings call coming up soon?
Wasn't it yesterday?
You're joking me. Disney earnings call. That can't have been yesterday, can it?
Let's see. I think it might have got swept under the rug because of the election coverage stuff.
No.
I think it was yesterday.
Wow, okay.
Hang on. I'm just I'm confirming here. All right, Q3. No, Q4. Oh no, it's the 12th.
No, people are saying it's the 14th. So it's the 14th coming up. So this has been announced immediately before a bloody phone call next week.
Okay, yeah, I see.
As always,
I see right here. Yep, it is.
As always, they do it. As always, they do these announcements just before a call. I bloody knew it.
And every single
time without failure.
And every single time without failure, 3 months before this earnings call in November, they do an exclusive Disney Plus bundle deal. $1.99. Subscribe to Disney Plus. 3 months, and it ends literally right after this earnings call. It is a scam.
Time.
Yeah, they are a complete scam.
So next Thursday there's an earnings call. They drop this. I mean, there you go. What do you reckon, Nick? I'll hand it on over to you.
Well, like I said, I want to know what happened to Stephen Knight because I thought he was supposed to be writing these things. I mean, we heard that this Ray movie was coming. More than likely, it was going to be a trilogy. It wasn't confirmed or denied one way or another. This literally says in the article it's going to continue the Skywalker saga, which they're obviously talking about Rey because she's a fake Skywalker. She's not a real Skywalker because all the Skywalkers are dead. So,
yeah, from forcing too hard.
Yeah, exactly. So there is no Skywalker saga. I don't know what this guy must align with their side of social construct of ideas and beliefs, and that's how he weaseled his way into this position to do this. But nobody can write a good story for this. Nobody. It doesn't matter who they get. Nobody could write a good story for this because it's already completely screwed. The story's already screwed. Nobody cares about Rey. She's not a Skywalker. But yeah, no clue what happened to Stephen Knight. If anybody can tell me where he's at, it's probably going to be another one of those things where it's like we're just not going to even mention it or say anything about it. People just forget about it. They tend to do that a lot. Just kind of not even mention it. When KK was interviewed at the last celebration, and they're like, this project and that project being canceled. She's like, oh no, they're not canceled. We just put them on the shelf for now. We're still working on it. It's still there. It's just on the shelf for right now. Just like Ron Johnson's trilogy. It was supposed to come out years and years ago. We're supposed to be getting his trilogy. So the thing is, I don't know if this is.
I thought we were supposed to be on the third movie of that already.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, this Chinaboy, Carboy, whatever this chick's name is, Obaid Shanoy, Noemi, whatever.
Chinoy.
That chick done, man. She's barbecue. It ain't happening.
Yeah, it's not Star Wars is not in a good place. And I'm all for them doing this because it's going to bomb so hard. Like, I just want to watch this all burn, but I wish they would just speed it up, speed the disaster up so they could, hopefully get to the point where they have to sell it and maybe somebody competent would buy it and actually do justice to it. If I had 10 billion sitting in the bank, I would personally literally go offer it to Disney for Star Wars just to get it out of their hands and get
10 billion. They bought it for 4, didn't they?
I would pay 10. I would pay 10 just to get it out of their hands. I don't care.
Overpaying, mate. It's not worth that much.
Nick,
no, it's not.
Nick, I have a
Elon Musk overpaid for Twitter.
Yeah,
True.
Nick. Yeah, he did by 20 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this, Nick. We have a project together. Every day, you and I and anybody else we know we can talk into it, we'll make a short video we post on Twitter asking investors why they believe anything the Disney company says. And we just give an example of this was announced. It's never happened. This was announced. It's never happened. And because we can go off of a list of all kinds of things Disney said they were doing that they've never done, nor do they ever intend to do.
They've fired more writers, directors, producers, movie treatment ideas than they have actually created. And that is a fact.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Beyond that. I mean, everything they say, nobody believes. They just did a D23 and said, there's shovels in the ground. There's no fucking shovels in the ground any fucking where. If they're not building shit in the theme parks. They're not shooting these movies yet. They promised you, it was 2 celebrations ago where they promised you the Obaid Benoit the
Ray movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's that at?
Well, this is it. This is it. That's the one Stephen Knight was helming.
Okay,
And now
do
we
you know
get
what? Do you know what this guy made? He made that piece of shit Dark Phoenix X-Men crap.
yeah.
Well, no, so he actually wrote on basically most of the X-Men films that are garbage.
Yeah.
But that was the one that was his film directorial debut. So yeah.
God
But
awful,
you speak of Ray film. I was going to save it for another topic, but might as well. Daisy Ridley has actually signed on for a whole new movie.
Yeah.
Not Star Wars, but film, obviously. So it's looking like she's gone as well.
Yeah, good. Go. Oh, wait. We saw
because-
news that Stephen Knight exited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
gone.
so he is gone.
Yeah,
So
you don't
Susan
know that.
Kimberg.
okay, that's what I was asking. I was like, "Where's Stephen Knight? I thought he was supposed to be doing
Yeah.
this."
He fucked off 3 weeks ago, bro.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I never even saw that news.
Well, Variety's announced that Daisy Ridley signed on to lead a new movie from Martin Campbell. No mention of Star Wars at all. They're just not mentioning it. So the report gives a description of the movie, says it is currently being shopped around. There's also no info about when production is supposed to start. But if the Daisy Ridley film is still happening, you'd think the Martin film would have to start after Star Wars. So that could be years away, but that's not the case.
That's not what's going to happen.
Not happening. She won't. Yeah. She's signing on for new films because the Ray film isn't happening. So she's signing on for new films now to fill up her calendar.
And where's Kathleen Kennedy? Her contract had ended last month.
October. Yeah, in October. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's no word on that. What's going on there? So yeah, I don't know. It's just very, very, very strange. It's all very strange. I'll be surprised if this ever happens, but if it does, it's going to be glorious because it is going to be such trash and utter dog turds.
And again, think about how shitty Dark Phoenix was. I fucking hate that movie.
Oh, I hate it. It's so
awful.
bad.
Awful film.
I'm like, this guy should never have gotten a job again.
So literally, he's gonna try to take a huge turd and try to make it into something great. It can't be done.
It would be like
when he's a turd himself.
Yeah, it would be like him trying to bring Sophie Turner back to do another Dark Phoenix film. At this point, that's what this is. It's the equivalent of it's just different franchise. But it's like, first of all, Sophie Turner is not exactly beloved by everybody. Yeah. I can't imagine. I mean, look, sometimes you get graced with a golden halo, and then everybody realizes it was made out of tinfoil.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so funny. So funny, man. So yeah, it's not happening. I doubt it. I doubt this is happening. Like this ain't getting made. This trilogy of films ain't getting made. Like, come on.
Until I see behind the scenes screenshots of sets and filming going on and all that, I'm not buying this is ever happening.
Yeah, but remember, you saw behind the scenes footage and other things like that from The Acolyte, but that was never being made. That was a sizzle reel.
Yeah, well, that was coming from KK Anon, and so yeah, it's that's the only way I'm going to believe that this movie is actually going to happen is if I actually see that stuff, and it's actually in the works. Like people are on the ground, sets are built, actors are on set, filming is happening. Then I'll be like, here we go. Get ready for another disaster, guys. I mean, I don't know how long. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how much longer they can keep this up. Lucasfilm has made Disney zero money. Zero. None. They are literally bleeding the company. I don't know how they can keep them around. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to run Star Wars. They don't know how to run Lucasfilm. Indiana Jones has been a disaster. Willow's been a disaster. Star Wars has been a disaster. It's all been a disaster.
Every IP that they own has become every IP that they've owned has either been completely destroyed or has had diminishing returns movie on movie.
Yeah.
Which, fundamentally that only happens when the people managing the IPs don't understand it and aren't intelligent enough or in touch enough with the fans. Like you can't having ebbs and flows within financial returns of films is commonplace, right? Like it's commonplace that there'll be some peaks and troughs, but when it's diminishing returns year on year out for every single film and diminishing viewers for every single series, then you know that there's something really, really fundamentally wrong here, and that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So,
well, I will also say that the minute they change the culture of a successful IP, they fuck it over, and they usually do that inside of 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Got a super chat about this, actually. T. Neil says, why would we believe this is any more true than previous Lucasfilm announcements? No one does.
Very true.
Literally no one does anymore.
Yeah.
This just seems like a post-election knee-jerk. I'd more readily believe Neil Breen has been given a Star Wars film. It'd probably be better than Simon Kimberg. At least it'd be entertaining, just because it's like it'd be batshit crazy.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wondered what he could do with a budget.
Probably nothing, to be honest, mate.
Oh, all right.
Neil Blomkamp's Alien treatment. I was always hoping we were going to get that. I mean, hell.
No, not Neil Blomkamp. Neil Breen.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying I wish
okay.
he would do something for Star Wars.
Yeah,
that's where I was going with that.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, I we're still waiting on the Lando show. We're still waiting on the Droids show. The Ron Johnson trilogy. I mean, the list is long. This is just going to be another addition to that list of stuff that probably will never happen.
And another one from T. Neil says, reusing this line, they're the Rachel Zegler of film studios. Whenever they speak, the PR equivalent of the Black Death falls out their noise holes. Yeah, pretty much. This ain't happening, guys. I'll be very surprised if it is. But there you go. Breaking news.